Indecisive, I take it.
Hellos! How's it going? Right. See, everything should be in place. Dead. Take it was a very, very busy work day. Right.
Return any time you wish.
Let's get out of me messing with all the main characters. Yeah. So here's where we are. Right, where am I looking at? So got a few more bits and pieces sitting around. So you had to go beast mode. Right. I believe we have a story mode to get on with, but there is an event first. Ah, the dog. By the by, exactly why is it that the God Destruction shows up in so many different places? The objective is world destruction and nothing more. To that end, it will appear in any and every dimension. Think of it less as choosing a place to destroy and more as emerging from the blue to raise all in its path to pieces. You don't say. It's practically a plague in itself. Hey, no, that's not a problem, dude. You don't have to pay that much attention. Besides, Twitter being Twitter, it's hard to keep up with people when you've got a lot of people on there. You couldn't be more right. I have no idea. I mean, I don't mind Sarah being my spouse because she's a hot tentacle streamer herself. But I was surprised at you being the dad. Not only does it destroy on its own, its magical power drives other demons berserk. Its very existence is calamity incarnate. I can hardly fathom it. There's not a single ounce of love in any of this. Still, why is that the God of Destruction conveniently happens to turn up in whatever world we're in? Or rather, whatever world Prince Zed is in. Is she being an absolute pain in the arse, honey? ... Perhaps it's being drawn by the power of Zed's super reincarnation. Violet.
All right. Today will finally be the day.
God damn it.
Zed, it's coming.
Yeah, I got this.
We've gained more allies and even a secret weapon. I'm sick of dying, so let us prevail this time.
Agreed. Let's push ahead. La la la, to a happy ending we'll be led.
Her singing, god damn it.
I won't be outdone either. I'm going to win. I'll see to it that justice is served.
Persona.
Ultra Chroma Power
No,
Squad Prism Rangers.
Mara.
It's Ranger time.
Get the shadow, not me. We can play later.
I like how you spin the wheel, honey, and you get the brown roux one the first time off the bat. Yeah, that's the new sound alert from Donny. Well, I put all my alerts in the spin the wheel, honey.
Here We'll see you.
Money? Here's the finisher!
Whoops, I left keep it in there. Oh, I will do. Right.
Are you prepared?
How lewd. Yeah, I'm mine. That's part of why she's probably a pain in the ass. Let's be honest. Daughter like father, exactly. God damn it, Violet, behave. Probably that. Yes, Violet, please pass out from using up all your energy.
Yeah, dude! It's magic! Dude!
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 Purifying flame everywhere. And yes, it's her bedtime. She needs to bloody sleep.
Yoo-hoo! Over here.
Alright, come on, we got to deal with Big DD. Excuse me.
Here I go. I guess.
Zappy zap. I know what. Freeze is freeze more like, but. Sanctuary! Burn!
Damn it, I'll do it. All done. Nap time.
That's probably not a wise idea. Oh, there goes that mage. He loves that art chapter. Oh god. Oh, that just seems overkill. What does he have? Higher resistance or higher defense? Higher defense. Hit him with everything we got. Bloody broken gods. Let's have a look here. The garage. Or the Mega Wind. Rapid Gifts of Justice. Taste the DD Fury.
Hurry up.
Still picking on the weak, hmm? Hang up on that. Now, tremble in fear. Grovel before me. I'll lend you
Wide
my
open.
power.
Freeze, freeze. What do we do now? Give it a sprained ankle?
It's time to use the secret weapon. Do it, Prism Red!
Secret weapon.
Right! Time to launch it where the sun don't shine. Prepare for 1,000 years of butthurt!
1,000 years.
Oh, this show really is a bad influence on children.
All right, Super Dreadnought class final weapon, Hair Razor. Here we go!
Did that do it?
Justice prevails after all. That means my happy ending's at hand, right?
Nope, still standing. Gave no fucks.
This can't be happening. After all we've done, we still can't win?
It would seem this is as far as we go this time. Zed, we must retreat.
Oh no, here he goes again.
Another tragic ending?
The hell are you giving up for?
Huh? You're still planning on fighting? We have no chance of winning! She's right, Prism Zed. We gave it all we had. Don't you think this is enough?
Don't make me laugh. We're not stopping until I take that thing out.
Oh, here we go. Grandish Destruction retaliated. Zed took 999,999,999 damage.
Like hell I'll lose.
Prism Zed! At this rate, you'll die!
I ain't afraid to die. I'm more scared of giving up. Like you pathetic punks.
God of Destruction struck again for a good measure. Zed took that much damage again.
Damn it! Next time. For sure.
Zed has died.
You definitely are growing, Zed. But it seems there's something you need in order to defeat the God of Destruction. Something you still lack.
Another loss. Well, at least you've been dealing more damage to the God of Destruction.
That is the purpose of super reincarnation. One gets stronger with each resurrection.
Oh, a fearsome spell indeed. Still, it remains quite difficult to believe your claims of victory. After all, it possesses an abnormal amount of strength. Even I, Overlord Ivar, would struggle against it.
Now that you mention it, I did hear an Overlord challenged it and barely escaped with their life.
You're mistaken. I did not flee from battle. I, simply forgot whether I locked up and returned home to check.
Are you really trying to sell that pile of crap to me? And you call yourself an Overlord?
Anyway, I think it's time you continued. I wish to hear more. Especially about Biko.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that last part. But I'll tell you about the final person who joined us.
Episode 4 end. Theo learned the evil tea, winning is justice. I got 600 karma. For good measure. We are now on Chapter 5.
Previously on Disgaea 6.
Now for ridiculous
Super
midterm.
reincarnated Zed and company found themselves in a brand new world. In a world of bread and fairies, the defenders of justice stood up against the evil Germartians.
Ha ha ha! Don't worry, kids. Prism Breadman has arrived to save the day. And my filling is made of love, courage, and friendship.
So you're finally showing your face, you evil Germartian!
Priya-ha-ha-ho! Hey, wait! Why am I the bad guy?
Shut up! If you're really that against it, we can just switch your head out.
My neck! My head's not supposed to come off!
The wheels of reincarnation never stop.
Okay.
And thus, a new story begins.
Right, okay. Oh, library.
Where are we? We were fighting the god of destruction, and Prism Zed died, right?
I'm alive and well. As much as a zombie can be, anyway.
Allow me to explain. This is called super reincarnation.
Oh, I get it. Justice is eternal. It can't die, right?
Indeed, I was about to say something along those lines.
Wielders of heightened magical power, pray tell, who might you be?
Huh? Who's this shriveled old hag?
Oh, foul-mouthed brat. I am Marjoline, Witch of the Abyss, and Principal of the Magimate School of Magic.
Principal of Never prestigious Magimate School of Magic.
Our security system is flawless, and our familiars show no mercy to intruders. If you value your lives, leave at once.
Shut up and get out of the way, hag. We've come here to take down the god of destruction.
What did you just say? You?
Excuse me.
Take down the god of destruction?
Yes, we, the Ultra Chroma Power Squad Prism Rangers, are here to save the day. Oh my! It seems we're officially members of the Prism Rangers now, Prism Pup.
That's not my name.
To think I wasted my time listening to you. It's not possible to defeat the god of destruction.
Hey, that's just your opinion. Impossible or not, it doesn't matter. I will take that thing down.
Well, I do sense incredible power from you. Your eyes may look soulless and dead inside, but I can see that you've been through countless terrible battles. Still, it simply isn't possible to take down the god of destruction. Not without the power of the legendary witch.
Magical Wand of Transformation. Episode 5.
Episode 5. The Magical Wand of Transformation.
Okay, just tell me it yourself. See why I sort the chair out a second. The word said, have you been making use of the cheat shop? Oh, we all know all about the cheat shop. We abuse the cheat shop like mad. It's very useful. That's better. Bloody Wygon. Ah, back massager. The cheat shop is a Netherworld authorized feature that allows you to freely adjust EXP and mana gains, among other things. Yeah, that sounds perfect for me. And not about cheating, especially if it helps me beat the God of Destruction. Cheat shop's been upgraded. Got it. So, Prism Red, who's now blue because of the color changes that I did. Whoa, so there's other worlds outside the screen too. Multicolor, me surprised. This world makes a great hour-long special for the show. I'll get our ratings up for sure, right? Shouldn't you worry about getting renewed first? Be sure to be cancelled without an audience, no? What? But the show has to go on. It'll be fine, you just gotta be... fine. Without its protagonist, is the role really so unimportant? Who knows? Maybe they got a Neo Prism Red taking the spotlight now. DD, we have invaders! To arms! Why would you say something so horrifying? Oh, but there's nothing, children. Thank you, DD. Always appreciated. Love more than a brand new hero to cheer for. No! Alright. Alright, chill out for a sec, former Red. Don't call me that. Come to this, I just have to record all my extra-dimensional exploits on video. Then I can send them to the boys and girls at home. They'll keep Prism Red up on the charts. How do you plan to do that? There's no guarantee of us getting back to your world in the first place. What? Oh, that's so hilarious. You're a pretty dependable little mascot, aren't you, Prism Pup? Can't you do something about the name? It makes me sound like a dunce. Ah, I think it's simply delightful, and it suits you perfectly, Pugly. At the very least, knock it off with all this Prism so and so tripe. Well, it's standard Prism Ranger procedure to give all our members a Prism title. Since when did we become Prism Rangers? Now, let's not make a fuss. I, for one, am rather fond of it. No one asked for your opinion, Prism Piggy Bank. Oh, would it not be Prism Wallet? Oh, come on, guys. Really? He's Prism ATM, remember? K-I-N-G! I am Prism King! So in the end, I'm still stuck with the ludicrous title. The audacity calling an ex-super sage like myself Prism this and Pugly that grumble. So adorable. Alright. Off to go kick ass.
Where do you wish to go?
Yes, honey? What's up? What's wrong? Wait for my partner's response before I fit this. She's trying to put baby powder on herself. But it's a good thing. And break our mirror. I'll be right back, guys. My daughter is an over-bundled optic of nerves of bouncing everywhere. Jesus Christ, woman. Thank you for the welcome back. Let me just get my chair in the right spot. There we go. Right. Apparently we're off to Hogwarts.
Only the power of the legendary witch can defeat the god of destruction.
The legendary witch?
Huh? You know something about that, Cerberus?
No, pardon the interruption. Please continue.
Certainly. Our school has been entrusted with the legendary witch's ultimate item, the magical wand of transformation. The legends state that using
Thank you,
it
Mr.
will
Guard.
grant you the form of an invincible witch then and there. It's more than likely that the only way to defeat the strongest god of destruction is to utilize that power.
Okay, hand it over then. I'll just turn into this invincible witch thing and take it down.
Zed, you of all people intend to become a witch? Psst. You do know that they're all girls, right?
Who cares? All that matters is defeating the god of destruction.
My, Prince Zed really won't hesitate to do whatever it takes. So Prism Zed will become Prism Zedina. Now that's what I call a ratings booster.
I appreciate your spirit, but only fully trained witches like me are capable of transforming into invincible witches.
Oh, what the hell? All right then, Pruny, why don't you transform for us?
What? Me? I suppose it's fine, since our school might otherwise be destroyed by the god of destruction. Should that happen, my precious students would surely all perish. I must do all I can to prevent that from happening. Very well. Since it's only temporary, I shall transform into an invincible witch.
Red alert, red alert.
Huh? Who the hell are these punks?
Remember when I mentioned our security system? Since you weren't invited here, you're all technically intruders. But this is a good opportunity for me to grade your abilities.
Bloody cranky old witch. Right, how's this level look? Clone, clone, clone. Okay. Oh. Uh-huh. So they're gonna keep getting cloned out down there. Damage, damage, damage. Why do I feel like I'm about to be thrown off the sides? Or perhaps that's what I'm supposed to do, throw them off the sides just to make it easier.
It's my turn, huh?
It's magic!
Yes, it is going to be a very interesting level, I think.
It's magic! Yeah! Yeah!
Clone this. Can't clone me if I'm taking up the square, bitch.
It's magic! You must be today's sacrifice.
Hey, dude! Hey, dude! What the?
Ha! Ha!
There we go. Just to solve some of the issue.
I'll suppress you.
Oh, only 3 clones. I wonder why. Screw you! Good.
Yeah!
Bye.
Yeah!
Dude!
Go stand there. You will perish in the depths of hell. Easy level is easy. Boy. Hello, Claire, and you have been brought into existence to die. Goodbye. Now, Dee Dee, do what you do best. Go smash. I just realized it turns them red. I might not want to be still standing on them when this happens. So, get off green if you know what's good for you. And get off a turquoise.
Behold my magical prowess!
Now, go break things in that general direction. Yes, baby, I did look at the pics you sent me on Discord. I did say that upstairs that I'd looked at them already, and that I thought they were very nice. Like I put like the changes you did. Unless you sent any more, of course. No, you didn't send any more. This is a very easy level.
This is the power of a god.
Everybody level up. Then the others fought battle after battle after battle to reach the magic wand of transformation until finally Zed obtained the ultimate magical item, the magic wand of transformation.
What the? You managed to obtain it already?
What's the problem? I just saved us a bunch of time.
Huh. And here I thought you were a run-of-the-mill zombie. You're no ordinary individual, are you?
Why don't you do trucks, honey?
Yeah, whatever. Hurry up and transform, you old hag.
This is for my students. Ah!
Big boobs.
Incredible. An overwhelming amount of magic power is being unleashed within me.
You have a point there. Big boobs in 3, 2, 1.
Huh?
No?
Who's calling me?
Zed, I have a request to make.
I can't hear ya. If you got something to say, then speak up, got it?
Please, stop him.
Huh? What the hell was that?
What's wrong now, Zed?
Nothing. I was just hearing things. You know how it is. My brain's rotted through.
Hearing things? That's rather alarming, Zed.
Speaking of alarming,
Okay. No boobs. Tiny low-eye magic girl by the looks of it. Interesting.
Who the hell are you?
It's me, you brat! Marjolaine!
Yep, magic girl. Classification magic girl. Cute little girl on the outside, 10,000-year-old hag on the inside. Oh, God.
How cute! It's the birth of Magical Girl, Prismagical!
Shut the hell up, Poirot.
It appears the wand's magical power has transformed her from an old woman to a young girl.
Is this really the time to be calmly analyzing the situation? I mean, just look at me!
If it's not trucks, I would say you're on your laptop, so maybe Disney?
Who cares? Does it really matter as long as it helps us defeat the God of Destruction?
Of course it does! What does this have to do with being invincible? Just trotting around as a miniskirt wearing magical girl when I'm already well over 10,000 years old. What a nightmare.
Hey, at least you got no sag anymore. Having transformed into a magic girl, it has joined his allies, oh god.
The birth of a 10,000-year-old magical girl certainly is a nightmare.
Cases tap fire against single target with 50% when equipped with a staff. Excuse me. Increase stats by 50% due to self-conscious and performing anxiety. So, 50% less stats because she's self-conscious. But increase attack power. Okay. Well, welcome to the team. You will never be used. Alright, event? Nope, nope, no event.
Follow me.
Yeah? I'm being summoned by my partner. I will be right back, guys. My daughter is now downstairs and glued to the TV. In typical fashion. Thank you for your patience. And now return to your originally scheduled Zed dying.
Oh, if any of my acquaintances see me like this, it'll be the end of me. My, Marjolaine, are you embarrassed? How positively adorable!
She may look that way on the outside, but she's really over 10,000 years old, you know.
That's totally fine. The TV audience won't care, as long as she's adorable. Cute as Justice, too.
Huh? What's this piece of paper?
Oh? It appears to be the instructions for the magical wand of transformation. According to this, you need to recite an incantation with a true name to receive its full power.
An incantation with a true name? What am I supposed to say?
Transform! Magical girl Magnificent Marjoline is on the scene! Then you twirl.
What?
I said, transform! Magical girl Magnificent Marjoline is on the scene with a twirl.
What?
Hey, hurry up and say it already. I want to see what an invincible witch can do.
Stop insisting on the impossible! I'm over 10,000 years old, you brat! As if I could ever say something so embarrassing.
Violet, you not press Daddy's computer buttons. That's the fan on. Yeah? Alright. Here. Don't sneeze on me. Give me a kiss. Love, Daddy. Look on the stream for a bit. Yeah? Okay. Wait, come back here. What? You want to come on the stream?
Yeah.
No. Ugh. You always want to come on here, so don't even do that. Now you be a good girl. A group of familiars suddenly arrived to rid the school of the intruders.
It's fine, familiars. These people aren't intruders. Stand down at once.
However, they completely ignored my shoes supporters.
Are you incapable of following simple commands? It's me, you fools! Principal Marjoline! Don't you recognize me?
Nope. And why do you have succubuses for familiars, I might ask?
Well, of course they don't. You look like a completely different person.
It's far more unreasonable to expect them to recognize you like this, is it not?
They're not yours. Right, so what have we got for this level? Mine's fire resistant, so they're going to burn us. No entry, enemy boosts. Wind resistance, water resistance. I wonder what spells they'll use as we go up.
Prism Red here!
Are you prepared?
Violet, do you want to get down and watch cartoons, or do you want to be on Daddy's lap? What do you want to do? You want to watch cartoons? Yeah? Okay, I'll get you down then. Ready? Now you can watch cartoons. Apparently she's not interested in this today. Right.
Magic!
She's glued to the TV and not watching where she steps. That's her. Right.
It's magic!
Magic is magic.
Yeah, dude!
And we have a lot of magic.
It's magic!
Right, bring it.
Was it good for you?
I knew they'd be using spells.
That's all.
Can I sit this out?
Can you sit this out? Let me think. No. So they're on the minus 5 resistant panel. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Did anyone order barbecue wind? Testing, testing, get barbecued.
See my magic for yourself.
And she's trying to walk in Sammy's shoes again. Bonk! Teleportation terror! Nope. Yes. So my question is, who designed this level particularly for me? This should be... If they keep moving down onto it as we go up, it's going to be incredibly easy.
Let's go.
And teleport. Hello.
Worthless rabble.
Goodbye.
Was it good for you?
You lived? Okay, never mind. You nipped. You're in range of my dragon guard kick. And on that day, succubuses gained a kink for macacism. Macacism? Yeah, macaroni and cheesism. Masochism. They call me tongue tied, tongue tied, tongue tied. Kiss a nanny 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 nanny. Wise man once say, tongue in 50 billion shapes.
That's all. Was it good for you?
Ow. Face the staff of justice known as Renamon. Alright, now Mr. Garden is to heal Renamon.
Good grief.
All the complaining. Yep, the Scar 6 is here. How you doing there, Kappa? Caper? I should say Caper, not Kappa. It's Caper. Blech. I really can't use my tongue today, apparently. How are you doing? Casper, if you want easy to pronounce. Casper is easier. I want to use this one. How are you doing anyway, buddy? You doing good? Hit them with all the magic. Vacation time is always best. Best time relaxing. Are you about to finish school this year? Excuse me. Come on, you lot. Bird-a-dee-dee.
Gang up on them. Let's go. Worthless rabble.
Oh yeah, I forget the moves, everyone.
That's all.
Oh, okay. Kind of like our sixth form then.
Was it good for you? No stopping!
You're bladed, you bloody succubus. Kick that woman in the dick. So, I don't know when the max level increase hits, but I do know your level capped at 9,999 until you... I don't know if it's story locked or if it's a bill that's not unlocked until a certain point in the story or something like that. Because I do know you can get higher. I think the max level, if I remember correctly, is something like 999 million or something like that. Silly. Well, I do know there are like stages to it that you have to unlock because of the whole new reincarnation system that they use.
I'll lend
Do
you my
this
power.
together.
Now tremble in fear. Die!
Stabby stabby.
They're wide open.
Okay, so the whole theme of this game is super reincarnation. So instead of having the character world, most of the stuff is unlocked via reincarnating, that you purchase different bonuses and add-ons with karma that you generate by reincarnating at high levels, getting demonic achievement rewards for each character, doing certain things. I'll show you an example once we're out of this fight. That was good. 1 second.
Was it good
That's
for
me there.
you?
How could I?
Well, there goes my partner. I don't know for the max level boosting. I just know that it might be story locked or something because the option isn't there yet. But there are loads of different things that are locked behind either achievements. For instance, when you get the higher max levels, you unlock different classes of evil teas that you can purchase, as well as other boosting things. I don't know if it'll let me show you from here. Here we go. So you got demerits. First, reach level 99 gives you 1,000 karma. 2,500, 250. But at level 350, you get demon class evil teas at the skill shop. And there are loads of these, so I don't know if super reincarnating X amount of times will you know, the subsequent ones will unlock maybe the level limit buster. I'm not entirely too sure, or if it's like story related. We will have to wait and see. Because you have Hang on, I need to go over here to show you. So all the main characters I have set for the auto group. It's simpler than Disgaea 5. You have to do a lot less in different things, just going about it a different way. Also, you can program and AIs for characters and have them auto fight for you. So all the storyline characters that I have and the DLC characters, I have them farming stuff off screen. Hence why some of them are already max level and can reincarnate at max level and such. Using them to get points for people who have characters in the game, so they can, if they ever want to buy stuff, they can. I don't think it'll tell me. No, it'll tell me in the save file. We're on 4th stream, 3rd stream maybe of this. And then also I've had the game running by itself while I'm away from it. This is chapter 5, by the way. So not that far into it, really, when you think about it. Don't know how many chapters there are in total, but chapter 5 is never that far into it. Everybody move up. The only negative I found about this versus previous Disgaea titles is there are less classes in it. Other than that, I like everything about it. You know you can get it on PC as well, Capo. It's on Steam as well. You don't have to get it on the Switch if you don't want to. No, wait. Not till next year it comes out on Steam. Sorry, I keep forgetting it's a year wait. I mean, getting a Switch just for this game? I don't know. Might be worth it. But I wouldn't just get a console for one game. I'd get it because you really want other games as well on the console. Good, not just for this game. I mean, to be fair, I got a PS4 just for Persona and Monster Hunter World. But that's Persona and Monster Hunter World.
For yourself. Do this together.
That is true. Kind of silly.
That's all.
Ooh, panties.
Let's do something nice.
Jiggly physics. Stop confusing my damn mages. One's been put to sleep. I have Xbox One S to play some games. I have my PS4. I will probably get a PS5 at some point, but I'm not in a rush. It's far too expensive to get it just unless I really want stuff on it. And most of the games I've been wanting haven't been coming out. I got a Switch because I like all the little games that when I'm on the bus and when I'm out and about. Because I walk and get a bus a lot, so I like having a handheld console. I definitely say a Switch will give you more variety of titles. You're a bit out of range. Okay, we'll just have to murder the old-fashioned way. Burning the bitch.
Hey, dude!
Get up here.
Hey, dude!
Oh. My neck is really stiff now. I can understand that. So, this game has 3 graphics settings to it. This is balanced. Balance seems to run at 60 FPS and be good looking. Putting it on the best makes the game run at... Okay, more enemies. Yeah, it's expensive for now because it's fresh gen. Not only that, but there's such a shortage in parts everywhere. Everyone's just buying them up and resending them for bloody thousands. Well, I guess we are going to smash this. Which will break the yellow. Which will break... everything. Enemy boost is 50%. Lovely. Right. Get everyone up here before we jump on them. Hopefully, one request to not have to pay half a paycheck to get a PS5. It's ridiculous. I mean, for the cost of a PS5, you can get a semi-decent starter computer for gaming. I mean, you're not going to run anything on max settings, but it'll get you started on basic games. It's ridiculous. Hello guys, I am coming to fight you. Hold still, try not to burn too much. I have a plan. And stupid plan, but it's a plan. This may cause a bit of an explosion. There we go, that's better. Not getting boosted. Come here, my pretties. We wish to make your boobs jiggle physics by punching you really hard. And setting you on fire. And freezing you. And blasting you with wind. And just generally murdering you.
Was it good for you? That's all. Let's do something nice.
Sadists.
Was it good for you? Boy. That's all. Let's do something nice.
How many times you gonna attack?
Boing.
Oh no! The health! The HP! Yeah, sometimes you kind of go, oh, geo effects are not that bad, and then you get to a stage or get to a random item world level where it's just like the perfect effects stacked against you that you're like, oh, shit. Okay, that's not good. Get off my plane. You will be frozen. You will be stabbed. You will just overall have a very bad day. Then I beefed up Lahara's attack and then used some characters to throw him near the cubes and destroy them. Sounds like a perfectly normal Disgaea plan. When in doubt, woof and yeet the characters in the general direction of the enemy. If that don't work, pray. Dragon God kick time! Burn, bitches! Freeze, bitch! Swords are always useful. I know my friend has a preference for spear weapons because he likes the extra range. I don't actually know what weapon I like the most.
You first.
Yeah, 3D animation. I think I have a preference for axes because I like the defense debuffs.
Boy. That's all. Let's do something nice.
That would be Zed. Every time he super reincarnates, he gets 1% extra stats up to 200%. So if you super reincarnate him 200 times, yeah, he that's going to be a long road to maxing that out. More kicking. So, storyline wise, basically every time he dies, he super reincarnates and he's supposed to get stronger. But his actual evility is every time you reincarnate him, or as they call it in the super reincarnate, he gains extra bonus stats, essentially. He also likes electrocuting people. A lot of his attacks seem to be based on lightning. Do you want me to read to you? Okay. Kellen the koala, Ellie the alligator, and Peter the parrot sat and watched the sky go darker. Planets? Woo-wee! Said Peter. There's nothing neater than a planet. I just love the stars, said Ella. The glowing moon is my favourite, said Kellen. But nighttime always makes me a little sad.
Was it good for you?
Because it means we have to say goodbye, sighed Peter. Me too, said Kellen. But you know what? Even if we're not together, we can all see the very same moon. Hey, what is it if we made our own little moons? Asked Ella. They'll remind us of each other, even when we're not together. Kellen and Peter thought this was a wonderful idea. They cut circles out of paper, drew craters on with crayons, and painted them so they just glow just like the moon. When they were finished, each friend had a special moon of their very own. Now, I don't have to be sad when nighttime is here, said Peter. My little moon will help me remember that I'm not alone. And from then on, whenever Kellen, Ella, or Peter found they were feeling lonely, they could take out their little moons and remember that, somewhere under the moon, their friends were there too. The end. Like that. You're welcome. I love you. Be easier to boss that. That is true. Goodbye.
This shameless form is entirely unbecoming for the Honorable Magi Mage School of Magic's principal. I must defeat the God of Destruction and regain my original form. Otherwise, I'll lose my status, along with my dignity.
About that, you do know you're stuck this way, right?
Huh?
It says right here in the instructions, once used, you cannot reverse course. Take care when doing so.
What am I to do? I can't live like this! Why not? There's nothing wrong with being absolutely adorable. Don't you agree, Peori? She's right. Cute is justice after all.
There are so many people who would pay mountains of cash to be young again. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
No, 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 no! This school values tradition and order. It is the most prestigious school in the Netherworld.
There are lots of jiggle physics in this game.
It is unimaginable for the principal of such an esteemed institution to run around as a shameless, magical girl.
I don't see the problem here. Don't sweat the small stuff.
This isn't small in the least!
I was gonna say, could Daddy have that? Because that's Daddy's. Thank you. Daddy doesn't want to lose his cards. Like most anime games. Yep. Big boob lady. I mean... Where is it? No, not that button.
Did you forget something?
This button. Scooters. I mean, look. Look at the bounce on the armored knight's breasts. Look at the magic knights. Hers is like, hers is like, defy gravity, defy gravity, defy gravity, defy gravity.
Return any time you wish.
This is the quest shop.
Ooh, hydrate time. I don't know if Sammy's directly listening, but you gotta hydrate for Mr. Guard. Jiggle, 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 jiggle night.
Quest.
Ah, so if I kill 5 archers, I can create the Mothmen. No normal bug.
Here, it's all you now. Here, it's all you. 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 It's all you now.
It's all me now, is it?
I'm counting on you.
What you got to say? Dot dot dot. Why, oh why must I look like this? Come on now, Magellone. You needn't be so glum about it. Glum doesn't even begin to describe it. Maybe you'd change your tune if you became a 10,000-year-old magic girl. Just look at this atrocious outfit. Have you ever seen anything so degrading? La la la, oh my, that girl suits you to a T. Yeah, she sings. Agreed, cute is justice. Cute makes right. Silence, insolent little whelps. Did anyone ever teach you to respect your elders? Whose bright idea was it to leave my legs exposed anyway? My poor frigid knees. Have some perspective. Now that you have a body of a magic girl, you've got some cold resistance to go with it. Ah, yes, you make a fair... Wait, no, that's not the issue here. What a nightmare. I admired them as a child, yes, but being a magic girl my age is just absurd. Well, I wonder if that technically makes you a virgin again. Must they really remain in this form for the rest of eternity? Don't sweat the small stuff. You'll go back to how you were, eventually. Eventually? And exactly what second of what minute of what hour would year that have been, huh? Huh? Well, did your brain get zapped back to baby form too? She complains. That should tell you just how troubled that I am. Yeah, you'll be back to normal in 10,000 years, right? Just sit back and enjoy being a kid till then. But I want to turn back right now. Why not try asking the legendary witch for help? If that were possible, you can expect I'd have already done so. But as the legend holds, the legendary witch has long since passed away. Honestly, she could have at least have the decency for a less ridiculous memento behind. If only you could turn back time and undo all the la la. Alas, your naked back's against the wall. Don't go talking, no, singing about this as though you have no part in it. Turning back time is nothing more than a flight of fancy. So just what I'm about to do. You're gonna shut up and we're gonna go to the next level.
Where do you wish to go?
To the library! Time to study, apparently.
How did it all come to this?
You're the one who used that wand thingy without reading the instructions first.
That's true, but...
I told you not to sweat the small stuff. Don't you want to protect your students from the god of destruction? Just focus on that. Does anything else really matter?
You may be right, but... No! It's impossible when I happen to look like this!
So, you care more about your looks than you do your students? Is that it?
Ooh.
That's...
I guess they don't mean that much to you after all.
Silence! I will not allow myself to be lectured by some pathetic zombie. I am Principal Mageline of the prestigious Magimage School of Magic! My burden is greater than your existence.
Yeah, you bend it
Burden?
hard.
So whatever burden you got is more important than your students?
Well, what about you? You couldn't possibly know what it's like to bear such a burden.
Of course I do!
I'll talk, most likely. If that's true, then tell me. Why are you fighting the god of destruction?
Because... Looks like we've got company. Time to shut our yaps.
As usual. Oh god. Jump power, no color change. Enemy reinforcement panel. Enemy reinforcement panel. Huh.
Transform!
Whoops.
It's my turn, huh?
Yeah, I can come there quickly, honey. I will be right back, guys. My partner needs me for something. Thank you for welcome back. Yeah, I'm guessing jump power is just you jump further. Now time to work our way down and up.
It's magic!
No, that's better. But that's a little high, I think, even for my jump rating.
It's magic!
Yeah, dude!
It's magic! You must be today's sacrifices.
Today's sacrifices. Oh, it's nice to laugh.
Here I go, I guess. That's all. Let's do something nice.
My turn again?
Time for some astral impacts. I'll go around that way. Now, the question is how many reinforcements are going to come out of this gate. Here you go, deal with that one. Along with Zach. Should be good from there.
Gang up on them! Grovel before me!
Oh, giant laser. I like giant lasers.
You're wide open.
Picks of justice. And then just blow the rest of what's left away. Well, we really enjoyed being stepped on, that's for sure. And this is why we are feeling. Do you mind? Don't like being snuck up on. Use normal ice. Mega fire. The locks are resistant to fire, which doesn't surprise me given the circumstances. Bullet to the brain. There are many things in this world you can cure. And generally speaking, idiocracy and something being my enemy is cured by a bullet to the brain or an arrow to the knee. And a lot of healing.
Shall we? See my magic for yourself.
Death to the non-believers.
I'll lend you my power. So we're picking on the weak, hmm?
You first.
Yep. Fine, I'll do it.
Murder and destruction is the only way. Hey Zach, I spied my little eye giant mess. Yes, there's much of a mess.
Was it good for you, simple dude? That's all. Let's do something nice.
was.
Was it good for you?
Right. Step 1. Kick the bitch a new one. Excuse me. Step 2. Get down here and receive the magical healing. Galaga. How you doing, Zach? Mega heal.
That'll do.
Good grief.
The only way to heal. Ah, fair enough. I hope you had fun. And I hope you captured many of the Zimons. Let's be honest, we all play Pokemon style games because, well, yoink, we want all the creatures. Aha! Die. Yeah. Slap. Actually, it should be about there. Mini barrage! So my PJ bottoms have a hole in them, and they are my favourite ones. I'm sorry, honey. I mean, if it's not a big hole, you don't have to throw them out straight away. So just PJ bottoms, not really going to matter too much. I mean, I have to throw mine out if they get a hole in them, because generally I wear them for streaming. And let's be honest, I can't have people seeing my panties, well, underwear, boxers, when I'm streaming. Not everybody will know my dark, dark secret. Murder the demon asses. So that we may get the curry before we go home.
You first.
Hey, dude!
No one's gonna see him but me, honey. Unless you go on camera and shake yourself where the hole is.
Let's go.
Burn!
Gang up on them.
Stop coming out of the portal. Less reinforcements, please. Highly annoying. Is that? You'll grind the spell crafting off of you. Hello. I'm gonna bash you with my staff.
Grovel before me. Let's go.
No groveling, only murdering. Mega healing.
Like this? Fight! Was it good for you? Boy. Let's go.
Well, there doesn't seem to be spawning anymore. Hello. Yeah. Megastar. Well, since we can go up.
Yeah!
Surprise! We have come to kill you. You're also highly weak to fire. Sorry, not sorry. You may have an allergic reaction to being burnt. This is perfectly normal. Most people scream in pain when they're on fire. No need for concern. If you live, please see the nearest mage to either be winded in the face or frozen to death. Thank you. Burn.
Yeah! Yeah! Take this! I'm going.
Hey, I can sling more spells at you than you can sling at me. Diddy, you might as well stop moving up here, to be honest. Oh no, you're confused. Other mage, come heal the mage. Laga. Laga. Surround and pelt. That is the strategy.
Yeah!
Eventually, one of the spells will stick. Just in case. Okay, so I could use Esper, which costs me 2k MP and just cures all ailments. Or I could cast Mega Heal, which costs me 2k SP, kills all ailments and heals HP, as well as giving me EXP on the spell, which is more conventional use, because the main ability of the class is that their basic heal spells also cast Esper when they cast them. So there's no point having an individual spell of Esper. Or Esperia. Not too sure on what the actual pronunciation of the name actually is, to be honest. But it's kind of redundant that they have that spell. Healing!
I'll suppress you.
DD would like word. That's what I was wondering there. If so, which magic spell will murder you? Question and answer is all of the above. There's nothing I'm not hitting you with. Why? 'Cause it's funny. I'm gonna go get a drink whilst the attack sequence plays out.
Hang up on that. Stopping. See my magic for yourself. Pretty nice.
Surrender my power.
Yeah, time to go up there and help DD. Everybody, look it up here. Okay. Team, no be poisoned, no be confused. Instead, be kicking the bugs in the dick. Bugs have dicks. Let's go yes. Kick it in the reproductive sexual organ. Just doesn't sound as good. And now all I'm thinking of is my favourite scene from Men in Black. Hey, he's a Bolchinian!
Now tremble in fear.
There is no fear. There's only the spoon. And the many, many kicks of a pissed off DD. You're not going to kill it, so why don't you knock it back towards people? This way, we get in range.
Whoa!
Surprise! Forecast the wind.
Take this!
Critical.
Bobby.
Excuse me.
What's wrong? Can't sleep, Biko?
Yeah, I had a scary dream.
Well, do you want to sleep here tonight?
Yeah! Sleepover with Bubby!
Bubby's super strong, so don't worry. There's nothing to be scared of as long as I'm here.
Yay! Thanks, Bubby. I love you.
No! Biko's cuteness almost vaporized me again.
But Biko knows. Bubby's not good at fighting. People pick on poor Bubby all the time.
So you saw that, huh? Well, I may be weak in a fight, but do you know what is strong? My heart. No matter what happens, I'll protect you, Biko. Now get some sleep, okay?
Okay. I love you lots, Bubby. Night-night.
Ah. Wonder what that was
This
about.
is the quest shop. There aren't any new quests. Here.
Already, that
it's
was a
all
new
you
quest.
now. I'm counting on you.
Right, no new event, so we have a next level. Yeah, oh yeah, we got plenty of time.
Follow me, please.
Oh yeah,
Let me know when you're
I'll go
ready.
check the hospital quick. Hey,
Here
hospital.
to claim your prizes?
Well, that looks like that's all the HP ones. All the SP ones. Barava pendant, royal ring.
Come back anytime.
Almost filled out the hospital.
Where do you wish to go?
To the dining hall.
What's wrong, Zed? You have that sad look you get when you're thinking about Biko.
Shut up. Mind your own business for once.
Roger, Dodger.
Biko is the name of Zed's younger sister, correct?
Huh? Prism Zed's got a Prism sis? Let's add her to our ranks! Actually, I've been wondering, why isn't she here with you? Is she watching the house like a good little girl?
No. She was killed by the god of destruction.
Why, that's...
Damn it, Cerberus, you stupid blabbermouth!
There's no point in hiding it. They would have found out eventually.
Prism Zed? Who knew you had such a tragic backstory? I see. You wish to fight the god of destruction in order to avenge your younger sister. To think I believed my own burden was heavier than yours. Please forgive me. You have my sincerest apologies.
I don't need your stupid apology. All I need is to take down the god of destruction.
Prince Zed, I finally understand why you keep opposing the god of destruction, regardless of your wounds. Badump. Huh? Did my heart just badump? I'm a princess. It isn't possible for some zombie to make my heart race like this.
You like the necrophilia?
No, it's absolutely impossible.
What is that?
You must be today's sacrifices.
Right, royal ring. Don't stand on red. Stand on green. Maybe even blue.
What shall I do?
It's magic! It's magic!
Yeah, dude!
It's magic! Here I go, I guess.
Yeah, dude!
Stop confusing us. It's rather irritating. I'll do this a long way. But I'm tired tonight. Might stop after this levels. Okay, so focus down this one because that one's not going to take any damage. Oh.
See my magic for yourself.
Smash.
Yahoo! You're still doing this? You can't! Sorry!
Oh yeah, I know you can knock them off. Okay, you're being highly annoying and douchebaggy. I just want you to know that. I don't even know why they're holding them. Oh wait, they're moving. Oh, okay. I need to pay attention each time then. Mr. Guard wants to drink the juicy drink of defense. I have no problem with that. I think I'm starting to feel how Mr. Guard feels absolutely exhausted.
Grovel before me.
I don't know if it's the heat or just my general tiredness. Man, I had a small nap earlier.
Let's go.
Okay, what problems did we face?
Stop needing me.
Okay, you can't even what? Survive, die, make up your bloody mind.
Now tremble in fear. Die!
Do this together. Take this.
So we're picking on the weak, hmm?
I'll do
It's
it.
why I didn't take my vitamin earlier. Do that white thing about it.
Yahoo, dude! Did I kill them? That's Was it
You. Stop it. Didi is tired. Did you not get much sleep last night? I have that feeling. Like, I'm seriously considering cutting my stream short because, like, I literally do actually feel like I'm gonna pass out. No idea why. I'm going to guess fatigue. Oh, maybe. I mean, I had a slight nap today. Not much, but a little. So the only thing I can think is my body's like, nope. So it says nope. I'll tell you what, Didi, I went in it after I sorted it out a bit because I had to move it slightly, like empty the water out, move it slightly, refill it. And then when Sammy and Violet got up, we all got in it for a little while. But I would say I'm going to get in the pool tomorrow, but I think when I get home from work tomorrow, I'm just going to literally crash for a nap. So I think I'll probably need it. I think that's everything. I think it's because at the moment at work I'm doing a lot more physical stuff and I'm just not used to it. My body's like, huh? You're lifting a lot more? Huh?
For me.
Hi, honey. She's quiet. Let's hope she's passed out. Hopefully. She was tired, so let's hope she has finally.
See my magic for yourself. Good grief.
Wow, dude! Gang up on that.
Yeah, dude! Still doing this? What?
That's all.
Was it good?
Let's do something nice.
Did I do it? Boing!
Is this all the enemies? They all moved up? Okay. Can't ignore red. Got it. Go there, use that there. See what that gets us.
Just hurry up. Stop eating me.
Can you withstand it? Small fry.
Oh wait, yeah, Red's invincible, ain't it?
Dude! Dude!
Do all you want, it won't save our asses. The murder will, though.
I'll suppress you.
You are annoying. Will you just burn in hell? You know you're fire resistant. For respect. Still demand you burn copious amounts. Next.
I'll do it.
That's all. Let's do something nice.
Behold my magical prowess!
Game likes the status attacks, I've noticed.
Hey, dude! Hey, dude!
You're over here, getting beaten up and murdered.
You first.
Because I'm a douchebag and I want to get rid of you. Yeah, I agree with the yeeting of the me to bed. Oh god, I just agreed to DD yeeting me to bed. Something is wrong with me.
Let's go. With this rabble. Yahoo, dude! Was it good for you?
Shoot!
Finally. In all the level ups.
Young Zed is fighting solely to avenge his deceased sister. In comparison to him, I wish to protect my students, even at the cost of my life. That much is for certain. But, at the same time, I am bound by the fear of how others perceive me. It's become very clear to me now. I swore to never lose any of my precious students ever again. But here I am, fretting over my appearance.
Oh, I think she's having character development. Right, let's do the juice bar for Mr. Guard.
Welcome.
Super. Ah, there we go. That was the Trepazoas that I've got. So when you do certain things in the item world, aka my character's killing item gods and stuff, you unlock them. So Mr. Guard, you're going from having 1,200 to 479,000 defense. You have more defense than you have HP. This is kind of hilarious.
I'm stronger.
Look at your defense compared to everyone else's. It's like, I will drink all the defense juice.
Leaving so soon.
Alright, let's save. Okay. That's what they're there for. Yeah, Trapezoa. Or Trapezoa, something like that. Right, double save just to be safe. I'm sorry guys that I'm cutting this short, but I'm absolutely knackered. Probably an absolute boring ass being absolutely knackered like this. My body has decided to go. Bleh, you're dead. Well, there used to be end game items. Well, obviously you want the Carnage level equivalent. I don't even know if there's Carnage in this. In 5. But when you defeat X amount of residents, no, when you defeat the item king, item god 2, such and such, they get them as demonic achievements. And of course, where I've been leveling in, well, where I sent the parties off, it's some of them have killed them as they've run through and that. Also, oh, I want to show you something quickly. Let me just go back. So I unlocked ×4 speed up the grinding. Let's go look at what ×6 costs. In order to get, sorry, ×8 speed, you need 3.5 million mana.
Return
Jesus Christ.
anytime you wish.
That's going to be a bit of a grind. But yes, I shall go rest. I'm going to find someone to raid though first, because it's only fair that I pass you on to some other brilliant mastermind of destruction who is far better at me than streaming. No, joke.